Um, I'm okay.
What's your name?
Eleanor,
Eleanor. Well, I'm Hunter. It's nice to meet you. Right.
you too.
Can you tell me a little bit about why you're coming in today to see us?
Um, I don't know, like I feel really, really sick just like thinking about flying again. And like the anxiety is just really, really bad. And like I feel like if I fly with my team, my knee might explode and then I'll never be able to play again. And like the thoughts are just like circling from there. And like I don't know what to do.
Yeah, of course. So what sport do you play?
I am a freshman on the soccer team.
Soccer team? And how do you like
Mhm.
it besides the flying part? Is everything else going okay?
Yeah, I love it. I've been starting all year, which was kind of crazy as a freshman. But I love my teammates. They're really good. I just never want to let them down.
Yeah. How's your coach? How's your relationship there?
It's okay. I don't like go out of my way to talk to them, but I guess I'm doing something right, like if I'm starting.
Yeah. All right. And what position do you play?
I'm a center.
Center. Oh, that's cool. Matt, don't know much about soccer, but I assume that sounds pretty cool. So when's the next time you guys are gonna have to fly?
We have to fly. So today's Saturday. We leave Thursday for a game, and this is the first time we have to fly to play.
Okay. Have you ever flown before in the past?
Mhm.
And how did that go?
Not good.
I'm sorry about that. Are there any ways that you coped in the past to fly, or you just
I haven't flown like since the last time because it was so terrible.
okay? Do you mind talking to me a little bit about that experience, what happened, and what made it so terrible?
Yeah, I was flying to go to California to see my grandparents as I do every year by myself. And it was like right after my ACL surgery. And I like fell asleep on the flight. And then as we were like going up or something. I don't know when it happened, but I remember like waking up and my leg was, I like felt really sick. My leg was really swollen and like shiny. And I don't know, I like couldn't feel my entire right leg. And then like thankfully we didn't have to do like an emergency landing because the flight was pretty quick. But as soon as we landed, like I had to be transported to the ER and it was horrible. They said I had something like a syndrome. I don't know what I'm not in the medical field, so I don't really remember what they said. The language was kind of like skewed. Um, but thankfully, like my grandparents like met me at the hospital, but it was terrifying.
Yeah, well, I'm really sorry that happened. I cannot imagine how scary that must have been. Um, so when they said syndrome, based on what you said, I'm guessing it was some sort of like compartment syndrome is probably what it sounds the most like, which is very scary. I'm glad you turned out okay, but a lot of times it'll happen after surgeries, just like the swelling gets too much. Um, did they say it was exertional, or do you remember like anything about like it at all?
Honestly, it was so traumatizing. Like I don't remember a lot of it.
That's totally fine. I'm not entirely sure who your team doctor is, but or your head athletic trainer. I'm just a student, but we could probably figure out from the doctor because it most likely will never happen again. It was probably a response from the surgery, but there is a type that could it comes and goes, and we would like want to make sure that your safety is everyone's top priority, just to make sure that that'll never happen again. Um, as for this upcoming week, I know I can get you set up with the mental health services if you would like to talk to them. I'm sure they can talk to us and talk to you and like figure some sort of coping technique out. Maybe get you started on medication if you'd be open to that at all, something like that. It sounds like you just have a pretty possibly a flying phobia, fear of flying, um, which is not too it's common. It's not like you're the only one. Like we can find resources, we can get you help. And then as for like coping strategies, also I'm not mental health services, so I can't like give you a diagnosis. So, but this is what it sounds like. As for coping strategies, we can try to maybe do some like visualizing, like just music, anything like that that could probably help you with. Um, where is your next game? Like in the country?
I think it's like in Florida, maybe. I think it's like Central Florida.
Okay. Um, maybe we can work something out if you're still having some fear of flying. Maybe it can work out where maybe we can see what we can do, but maybe you can be driven there for now, maybe like leave a day early. We can figure something out to get you there. Um, until we can, start working with the mental health services a bit more and talking to people a bit more. Um, so is there any other, besides the fear of flying, like is there anything else, any other goals you want to work on? Or just like feeling more comfortable with flying? Or are you okay with flying at all?
No, I haven't, like, that was over 5 years ago,
Okay.
so, like, I've missed out on a lot in my
Yeah.
life, and, like, even, like, my friends going on their senior vacation together, like, we were all supposed to go to Costa Rica, and I didn't go, and I just, like, kinda lied to them and said I had to work on stuff for school and soccer and train because I just wanted to avoid flying at all, but, like, I've just missed out on so many things because of it, but, like, I just feel sick and really anxious, like even considering the thought of an airplane again. And I also already like saw mental health services on campus,
Mhm.
and like I had the like triage appointment and they told me like I was fine. So that's kind of my experience with them already.
Okay. Well, good news for you. We can, if you're still open to talking to anybody about this, we can definitely find you someone else in the community. And instead of a triage appointment, because we're a bigger school, we can get you a direct appointment. You won't have to, we can set you up with, I'm sure there's a sports psychologist probably working for the university. Not 100% sure. We can get you a direct appointment with them who will understand you and won't tell you you're fine. Will understand where you're coming from and who you are as a person. Probably understand a bit about your sport. If you'd be open to that, we can do that. If not, we can find some outside resources from outside the university who I'm sure we can talk to, and I can talk to him directly. Your doctor or athletic trainer can talk to him directly and get you a direct appointment instead of triage, and let them know kind of what's going on as much as you're comfortable telling, or as much as you're comfortable having us tell them, or if you'd rather just tell them everything. One of us can go with you and sit outside the office and just make sure that you feel supported and make sure that they understand that this is a very real fear and that you're not fine, that you can get help, and just make sure that you feel comfortable and heard and listened to, if that would be something you're open to. If not, I'm sure we can explore other options.
Yeah, I definitely am open to that because like I long term I want to be able to like not feel this way and be able to fly and like do things or whatever. Um but I'm just still like really worked up about like 5 days from now like what I can do. Just because like I don't want to my coaches don't know. I don't want to tell them like none of my teammates know I really have this fear like I don't know, I'm new to the area, so I'm not familiar with driving. And like I haven't been here that long to feel comfortable enough to tell them I can't go and then not be anxious about like losing my spot as a starter.
Yeah, I totally hear you, totally understand. I can see if we can get you set up tomorrow, which will go ahead and help get the process started. As for not, do you have any friends outside of soccer here that you can talk to about what you're feeling? Or do you have a support system back home that you can talk to?
I have some friends back home and I have a younger sister, but I don't really like to talk to her about that kind of thing.
Okay.
Um I can, I mean, I have a community with FCA, but I don't know, I don't really like telling people about my things.
Um, we can probably find, because I understand that you don't want to tell anybody and you don't want to like burden anybody or anything like that. I'm sure we can find you a support group in the community with people who you don't know, and you can listen you don't have to talk either. You can just go listen and just hear other people's experiences and stories and how they're kind of coping, and maybe that you can find some community there and feel comfortable sharing, but obviously completely up to you. You can try journaling, which is something I do because I don't like to share things either, just to help get down whatever you're feeling and like just to be able to express it necessarily without feeling like you're like putting it on to somebody else. If you don't want to talk to anybody about it. And then what do you do like right now if besides flying, like if you were stressed out about a test, like how would you like calm down, or how would you like relax and handle that?
No, I don't really get like really anxious. That's why I like knew that the fear, like the thought of this and like the fear I feel like I have
Mhm.
isn't normal because like I'm generally like a pretty mellow person. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I guess I just like kind of just do it and know that whatever I might have been anxious about, I'm like fine with. I don't really do anything specifically.
Okay. Well, if you'd like, I can maybe send you some resources and like just ways to like relax and de-stress that you can go ahead and start doing. I understand that it's probably not going to make a huge, like you're not going to feel 100% better right away. I don't want you to think that, but it can help like maybe calm you down. Like I can see that you're shaking a little and just jittery, and maybe you can just like calm you down, so your heart rate a little bit. It's not going to take away the fear, but it might like take the edge off the fear. And then maybe whenever you do feel comfortable at any point that you do want to fly someday, whenever down the road, whenever you feel like it, maybe that's become a routine you can do to help you feel better then. But just kind of like getting a routine started or trying to develop a routine to help you like feel better and calm down and less anxious. That could be helpful. Um, we could like, it could be like listening to music, listening to lighting a candle, taking a hot bath, reading, watching a movie, whatever, just something that you feel that you enjoy doing will help that and will help you calm down. I can send you some articles about that, some resources just for you to try out if you'd be into that as well.
Is there anything like I can do that I would like be able to do on the go, I guess you could say? So like if I was in an airport and thought like I could work myself up to flying again and then realized like I started feeling how I am right now, like is there anything I can do? Because like I obviously wouldn't be able to like bring a candle and light it in the airport.
Yeah. So there's apps and stuff for like I think there's an app or a YouTube channel specifically for people who have anxiety with flying, and you can just put that on your phone, put your headphones on and listen to it. It's like a guided meditation, and it'll like guide you through the process. You can listen to it. I'm pretty sure as long as the like plane is going, like they're pretty long ones you can do. Just like it'll guide you through like a meditation, a breathing exercise, a grounding techniques while you're on the plane, while you're getting nervous before you get on the plane. I've heard that those are pretty helpful. I've seen people use them, heard people use them. They like them a lot and it helps them fly who are pretty anxious with flying. So that could be something that
Do
we,
you know what it's called? Because I might just download it now and like try it and see how it is before like I have the referral so I can tell them I've
yeah,
tried something.
here, let me look up the name of the app. So it's called Fly Without Fear Guided Meditations. It's actually on Spotify. So if you have the Spotify app, you can just, it's like a
Oh, yeah.
podcast type thing and you can like listen to them on
Okay. I'll
Spotify.
try that for sure.
Yeah. There's a bunch, I think there's like 4 you can do: dress rehearsal, practicing fear, releasing skills before flying, soothing for boarding, fearless takeoff, and it won't let me see the 4th title, but so it can help you like before, during, and after.
Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely try that. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Is there any other questions you have for me or any other concerns you'd like to talk about?
Um, I don't know, like I guess how should I try to tell my coaches like I need to drive to the game or I don't know what I should do like about this game
Yeah.
specifically.
Um, I can talk to some people. I can help you with that as well. If you don't feel comfortable telling your coach that's fair flying, we can come up, I'm sure we can come up with something. We obviously like we want you to be, we encourage y'all to be like upfront and talk about your coaches directly. But maybe we can figure something out. Maybe we'll have like an athletic trainer take a bunch of equipment down, see if she can take a few students with her so like it's not singling you out. Um, we'll figure out something, but we can definitely figure out something so you don't have to fly this time, just so we can go ahead and get you like more in the groove of things. You can tell your coach, you can have one of us go with you to tell your coach, we can figure something out.
Yeah, I think maybe if one of you guys can tell my coaches with me, I'm just not sure like what their stance on this would be, or if they would just tell me not to come and like bench me for the game, which is what I'm like also really just worried about because I don't want to not play, but I can't fly.
Yeah. Um, where your coaches, your health should be one of your coaches' priority. Um, your coach should care about all y'all and your health, mental and physical well-being. And if you've been playing pretty good this season, sounds like you're an important part of the team. And if this is something that we have to do to help you get there, I'm sure or he or she will understand, and we can talk and we can put our foot down if we have to, because I mean we don't technically work for the coaches, but we can make sure that you feel safe and supported and get you there. However however is the most comfortable way for you to get there until we can figure out something more long term.
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay. Is there any other questions or any concerns you'd like to talk about?
Um, I don't know. Is there a way for you to be able to like access my past medical record to make sure like whatever they said I had won't happen again?
Yes, I'm going to, when we hang up, I'm going to send out some emails that like the referral to mental health, put you on that. And then we're also going to reach out to, do you know what hospital you went to?
It might have been like UC Berkeley's hospital for where it happened. I'm not sure exactly. I think it was that one though.
Okay, well, it should be in your medical records anyway, but just we'll figure out where you went, call them or see what is in your medical records if it's not specific, and make sure that it won't happen again. And if it is something that has a possibility of happening again, we will obviously keep this transport thing for you, like where it will take you, bus you where you need to go, to make sure that you feel safe and that won't happen again. Have you had any recent surgeries or injuries or anything like that?
No, I haven't had anything since that, and that was when I was like 12 years old.
Okay, so it's will it probably shouldn't happen again, but I can't guarantee that. We're gonna go reach out, figure that out, and we'll communicate with that to you as soon as we hear back or figure out what exactly happened.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to talk to them about that. I'm going to send you some resources for like just relaxation techniques, any more meditations I can find for you, and get you referred with our sports psychologist or someone in the community. I'll put you in with those emails as well so you can kind of see what's going on. And we're going to try to get you an appointment for tomorrow. And then tomorrow, if you want us to go with you to talk to your coach, we will set up a time to go talk to him about that.
Okay. I think tomorrow's our one off day since
Okay.
we'll be like traveling and stuff this week. But I can still like text them and ask if like we can have a meeting, and I'll just put you in the group message if that's okay.
Yeah, it's totally fine. We just want to let them know as soon as possible, but we will figure something out for sure.
Okay. That sounds good.
Yeah. All right. Well, it was nice to meet you.
You too. Thank you for your help.
Yeah, of course.